Ooh, gravel. That's a lot of gravel. That is a lot of gravel. In fact, to be honest with you, that's mostly rocks. So I made an upgrade, and you might have noticed that the old video quality has improved a bit, as has the audio. So I've only gone and done it. I've bought myself Drift Ghost S, and I gotta say, I am very impressed by it. Especially impressed by the improvement in audio. It is radically better than the old Drift HD. And the video quality is clearly a lot better as well. But to be honest with you, I didn't have a major problem with the video quality in the HD. But I've noticed, obviously this is a lot better in dark areas. But where it really shines is in contrasts. When you go from light to dark or dark to light, it manages the changeover a lot better. Much quicker to compensate for rapid changes in light. So that is a good thing. I have noticed some bad things. For starters, it's a bit bleepy. I mean, it bleeps at every frickin' thing. You plug it into the computer, it bleeps. You unplug it from the computer, it bleeps. I know that I've plugged it into the computer, I've just done it. And then it confirms that I've plugged it into the computer by putting up on the screen that it's charging or it's using a USB connection. Yeah, I know. And the same when you disconnect it. You don't need to beep at me for that. I know I've done it. It's unlikely I'm going to accidentally disconnect it from the computer. From charging, isn't it? It sits on a desk. It's highly unlikely I'm going to accidentally disconnect it. So, no need to bleep. However, you can turn the bleeps off. But the problem is, there are some useful bleeps. There's an amazing feature that I haven't read about or heard about. When it finishes writing a file and it's about to swap over to another one, it bleeps at you when it creates a new file, which is brilliant, because if you're halfway through your vlog and you hear it make that distinctive "I'm writing a new file" type thing, you can just stop, pause, and re-vlog the sentence you've last done, so there's no gap. It's seamless. It's brilliant. Didn't know it could do that, and that's the kind of bleep I want to keep. But if you stop all the bleeps, it stops those as well. The other issue that I've had is that I've broken the rear hatch. Not the proper waterproofed down to 30 odd meters hatch. That's made of an unobtainium and is almost impossible to break. The vlogging hatch that's got the little ports for the audio cable and the USB cable, just throughout everyday use of that, I was tightening it up one day and the knob just kept on turning, and then I had a hell of a time getting it off. So it looked like the plastic knob was no longer connecting with the metal thread that goes through the hatch and seals it onto the back of the camera. So I tried all sorts of tricks with it, and eventually I had to just cut the damn thing off. So I just cut it off, and then using epoxy resin putty, I've created a new knob that sits on it, seems to do the job. Now it doesn't produce as good a seal, but I've had this in the lashing rain and it seems to be sealing alright. The other issue that I'm having is with the audio, which as I said has improved radically. I mean, I wouldn't be able to vlog like this on the HD. All you'd hear would be wind noise. But the microphone that Drift provide, if you listen with headphones on, your recording's got a high-pitched electrical interference type noise. Now, Phil 480 first commented about this, and he's got the same problem. Interestingly, I put a different mic on, and it did not have that problem. But the other mic I needed for a different camera, so that's a temporary thing. But I need to have a look at that, because that other mic I put on was full stereo mic, whereas the Drift mic is mono. I'm wondering if it's a stereo mono type thing. I might be able to resolve it. But apart from that, it's a really, really nice camera.